It's time to break up. breath, a sip of champagne, and open your eyes. What do you see? It's rather gaudy, but it's also rather grand. And while the waiter has your check and kiss your hand, the clever gigolos romance the wealthy matrons at the car show floor. It's slightly 40s and a little bit new wave. You may be dancing with the girl who needs a shave. Where both riff-raff and the royalty are patrons at the car show floor. A central patronation. You lose each inhibition all week long. You're wondering who that brings you more chic gown in the loo. You'll be dazzled by the ambiance you're in. You'll never notice that there's water in the gin. Come for a drink and you may want to spend the winter at the car show floor. It's bad and beautiful, it's sporty and bizarre. I know a duchess that got pregnant at the bar. Just who is who and what is quite a question at the car show floor. The maker tea is dashing. The hat check girl is flashing. We
Oop. Of course, I forget to take the lens cap off. Hello, can everybody hear me? I got my old, my other webcam working, so I don't know, it was some weird thing where we had to, like, reset the USB connection. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys, I hope you guys liked the 80s dance music. I know I usually do the lo-fi hip-hop, but, you know, I've been listening to for those of you who don't know, that's kind of one of my special interests. 80s dance music, electronic, synth stuff, you know. So, I don't know, I was in the mood for it, felt like doing something different. Might get a copyright strike, but who cares? I'm not doing this for money. Yeah. Hello, good to see everyone. Hey, Williams Library, 80s music. I like Tarzan Boy and Safety Dance. Yeah, two good ones. Obviously, you know, I was born in the 90s, so I have no frame of reference, but I don't know. I have an affinity for the 80s. I don't know, I'm just that guy. My inner 80s club diva is happy. Good, I'm glad. Hold on, my hairspray is failing. Thought it was a cool transition. Okay, everything sounds good, sweet. Yeah, good to see everyone. As I say, I felt like doing a reading stream tonight. Sorry, I look like a mess. Aaron's away at work. He's on a trip on a job, so he's not here, unfortunately. But I was just in the mood for a stream, so I'm sorry. I gotta wipe something off my desk. I was just in the mood for a reading stream because almost done with a few things. Well, I guess you could argue I'm almost done with that. Anyway, but yeah, I've been reading Heated Rivalry, and I was kind of lukewarm on it at first, but in the back half of the book, it's really picked up. So probably might finish that tonight. Well, I might finish the main story because there's a little short story at the end, like they do with a lot of these paperback editions of you know, of romance books. But I might get through the main story because I've only got about 75 pages left of that, so we'll see how that goes. How are you doing tonight? Did you have a good weekend / Valentine's Day? Yeah, doing okay. Like I say, I'm a little sad that Aaron's gone, but you know, we had sort of our little celebration yesterday, so that's really all that matters. Just hate being alone sometimes, you know how it is. But sorry, excuse me. Looking forward to the stream. I've got my tea here, and I've left rings all on the mat. How's everybody else doing? Did you have a good weekend? Did you have a good Valentine's Day? What are you reading tonight, if anything, or just what are you working on? What are you doing? I don't know. As I say, these streams are very, very casual, very low key. It's just, you know, relaxing. It's just doing whatever you want to do. I don't know, chilling, whatever you want to call it. Do you have any opinion on those cartoon covers? I like them, but I heard a lot of people don't. Sorry, which cartoon covers? I'm a little behind. My apologies. I feel that. Yeah. Oh man, my tea is still hot. More brigands and bone dust. Awesome. I really liked the first book, so I'm eager to hear your thoughts on the third one. I need to film a video, but I probably want to wait till I finish this, and then I'll oh, these cartoon. Sorry, God, sorry. Yeah, these cartoon covers. Yeah, I kind of what Plot Twist said. Like, I liked them when they were kind of like when they were first coming out, and you know, because before this, you know, it was like you know, the crappy like photoshops and stuff. Like I don't know, just as an example, you know, stuff like this, or like of course I don't have one to hand with me right now, but you know, like the crappy photoshops with like half naked dudes, you know, and I always kind of thought those were a little boring. I miss the old, you know, Harlequin, the painted covers, and these are kind of like that, I guess you could argue. But you know, I liked them when it first came out, but now it's like I feel like every single romance book has covers like that, and it just really annoys me. It's like going into the thriller section, and every book is just like big, bold, like white or yellow text over like a forest background or something, you know? Like I go through the thriller or mystery section in the bookstore all the time with Plot Twist and books, and we're always just like, these are the same books. Like, it's all books by different authors, but these are the same books, you know? I was just reaching for what was nearby. I'm sorry, plot twist. I'm sure it's a good book, but I don't have anything to hand. I do like, actually, because I do have these off to hand. I like these covers for these Sarah Rash books because these feel like a bit more of a distinct style. If it'll focus there, you got like the outlines. I feel like it's telling a little more of a story. You know, and it's a different art style from your usual thing, where a lot of the cartoon book covers are just like this, where it's like the big blocks, the big blocky figures with like you don't have the outlines usually. You know what I mean? Like it feels a little more unique. So I do like that. And generally I like illustrated or drawn or whatever. I like art on a book cover rather than like photoshops generally. But yeah, in the case of like these types of covers, I don't know, they're okay, but I think they're a little overdone. Anyway, sorry, I've been babbling. Yeah, it does suck. Yeah, I mean, it's not a great cover. And a lot of like self-published books have covers like this, so you just kind of have to accept it. But yeah, I'll always take some art over a crappy Photoshop. Anyway, geez, sorry. What's your opinion on them, William? Since you asked, I'm just curious. We'll get started in a bit. I'm just chatting a little before we start. Yeah, very simple backgrounds, kind of minimalist. Yeah, and like, I don't have anything against minimalist covers, but like in the case of like, I'm sorry I keep harshing on this, but like just in the case of this, it's literally just like a picture with like, I think that's like Arial or something. I don't know. Books might know a little better than me, but I think that's just like a generic like system font. So I don't know. And there's certain books where it's like they go for a minimalist style where it really doesn't go at all. But anyway, like I saw those new like Neil Gaiman covers where it's just like the brush strokes, and like they're kind of interesting, but I feel like they don't fit with those books. But anyway, man, I'm going on. Sorry, I smoked a bowl before this, so I babble. I'm sorry. I'm not much of a romance reader, but having one or two on my shelf I find cute. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, like, if you don't read a lot of this stuff, you don't see a lot of this stuff. But, like, if you go to a bookstore and you go through any, like, romance section, it's either this or it's the, crappy photoshops that I mentioned. Although there are some that are, like, full paintings or, like, illustrations that I really, really like the Ice Planet Barbarians reprint. I really liked that. The book wasn't great, but the cover was nice. And I love the Captive Prince trilogy covers, the re-release, the reprints for those are awesome. I would love to have those. Yeah, generally I'm not a fan of like that sort of generic, like standard, sort of like minimalist, like cartoony art style, Arial is just the most common generic block letter typeset. There's a bunch that are hella similar. Yeah, that's why I'm just guessing because it looks like Arial to me, but then Arial looks like everything, so. Anyway, sorry, after that ramble. The whole point of these is that I'm just going on about my special interest, aren't I, I don't like the cheesy old Fabio embracing covers. I kind of like them in like sort of a kitschy standpoint, and I appreciate the fact that a lot of them, especially back in the 80s and stuff, were like actual paintings. I always prefer, I said before, I always prefer like some traditional art to like just a crappy Photoshop or something. But again, I mean, he was the model for, I think, upwards of 1,000 covers, so I can see how it would get very sort of generic and samey after a while. But I've seen a few where I really liked them. But, yeah. Covers. We all have opinions, don't we? Anyway, I'm ready for our first sprint if you guys are. Just let me know. Just sip my tea. And yes, I'm sorry, books. It's not coffee, it's tea. I love them, but I'm glad they don't do them anymore, too. I like the fake cover for Misery. Yeah, exactly. That's your very standard bodice ripper type cover. And yeah, as I say, I do like them sometimes, but, like these covers, it can get very samey and generic. Okay. Ready when you are. Okay, we will get started then. Up here. All right. Would help if I put 30 minutes on the clock. All right, 30 minutes. Starting now. Just realized I forgot to put some music on, sorry. I mean, I don't have to, but I just like to. I'll keep the timer going, you guys keep reading. Okay, bit of synthwave, just because I don't want to mess with I mean, I'm sure this stuff's copyrighted too, but, you know what I'm saying. Whoops. right, how did the first sprint go? How many pages did I read? Hang on a sec. About 36 pages. Not a super complicated book, so I'm reading it a little faster than I usually would, I think. Almost done with the main story, though. I mentioned there's a short story at the end of it, but only got about 40 pages left, I think. So I might finish in the next section. We'll see. But how did everyone else's reads go? Going well? Enjoying them? And I thought about putting more 80s dance music on, but it's harder to read with what am I saying? It's harder to read with lyrics, at least in my experience. I mean, I know some people probably just mute it, but, you know. I forgot to count pages. That's okay. You don't have to. I just do that because I like to do it. It doesn't mean anything. It's just I don't know. It's like whenever I'm at work and I'm like I always like time myself when I'm working because I want to see like what my page count per hour is. I don't know. Sounds like you'll be finishing that tonight. Yeah, probably, depending on how it goes. Well, I'll definitely be finishing it tonight, if not in the next sprint. Having fun, reading Claws of the Cat, and things are heating up. Lots of samurai shinobi politics. Okay, cool. That sounds interesting. Kind of maybe a bit of a Rurouni Kenshin vibe. Maybe is that sort of piquing your interest at all? Sort of thinking it that way. I find it harder to read with lyrics too. Yeah. And as far as I know, I don't know. I'll have to look up. Maybe there is an instrumental sort of 80s live thing I can find. I don't know. I'll have to look. What's your next read? Well, technically, I'm still in the middle of Sherlock Holmes, but I have that set aside for now because I finished the first short story collection, so I wanted to like talk about that in a video. And I still have a bunch of other books I need to actually finish, but next read, I haven't really thought about it, honestly. I'm finishing up another book for book club. I have a book that I borrowed from Nakia. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it, honestly. I've got a lot of options. I've got Dungeon Crawler Carl. I have another gay romance book that I borrowed from Nakia, the one that I was showing off earlier. I don't know. There's a lot of options. I guess we'll see how I feel. Yeah, a bit. Characters and setting are endearing, but the non-linear structure is not for me. It depends on the book for me. Honestly, like, I mean, maybe this is like, I don't know. I'm bigging myself up too much. I feel like as a reader, personally, like, I'm not... Like, I have my preferences, but I always like to say, like, I'll read anything once, you know? And there's this, like, Roger Ebert quote that I always think about. He was talking about movies, but I apply it to kind of all art, you know? It's not what the thing is about, it's how it is about it, you know? So I try not to be one of those guys where I'm just like, oh, I won't read this because it's, I don't know, it's a heterosexual romance, or I won't read this because it's, you know, I don't know, a non-linear thing, you know what I mean? Like, I try to, as much as I can, keep an open mind, but... I've heard a lot of good things about that book. I think I mentioned before, I think I have a copy of it, but I don't know where it is. Join the Cult of Donut. I might, we'll see. It's like I said, I have been wanting to focus this year on reading, like, recommendations and, like, friend suggestions and borrows and stuff, so we'll see. You need to start, Exquisite Corpse. Because, our book club is in less than 2 weeks, so... I mean, with how fast you listen to books, you'll probably get through it in, like, 2 days, but... Glad everyone's, reads are going well. I'm enjoying Heated Rivalry. As I say, there's only about 40 pages left. Curious to see how everything's going to wrap up. But it's gotten a lot more sort of interesting and emotional than it was in the beginning, so high hopes. You know, we'll see how it all turns out. I'm so behind on my reading this year. I'm doing all right. I think after I finish this... and I finish this, that'll be 10 books. So 10 books by February. I'm happy with that. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, the story is great. It just throws me off with the sudden shifts in the timeline. I can see that. I mean, I guess you could sort of look at it as like a TV show with like different storylines, you know, because I've watched some shows where they kind of jump between different storylines and characters, but I can see how it would be disorienting. God, I can't think today. Very interested to see how they adapt all this into the show, but I don't want to talk too much about it because I want to save it for a video. But anyway, if nobody else has anything to say, I'm ready for another sprint. If you guys are, just let me know. Actually, give me a minute. I'll let me finish this and I'll get a new drink and stuff. Just realized I forgot to mute my mic while I was doing that. Hopefully nobody heard me singing to myself. What am I doing? I don't need these. Okay, alright, ready to go. Okay, next 30-minute sprint. Alright, second sprint over. How'd it go? I finished the main story. I just have this little 25-page short story left. I enjoyed it. It was, as I say, I was sort of lukewarm on it earlier, but I was sort of lukewarm on it earlier, but it really picked up at the end, and I really liked it. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, gay romance I've read, but I can see what the hype is about. I can see how it was kind of the first sort of explosion into the mainstream of, gay romance, so... I mean, how many gay romance novels have had TV shows made about them, That's why I wanted to read it, but anyway. How did it go for everyone else? Everyone doing good? Yeah, catch up with chat. Oh good, yeah, no one heard me singing, you just heard me tapping the cup. I tap the cup to make the fucking ice break up so I don't get hit with a big block of ice. And also, ice machines are loud. The child characters are kind of gross, putting flowers in cow dung and playing with spit bubbles. I mean, children are pretty gross. I remember as a kid, making like mud potions and all that kind of stuff. Kids are disgusting, man. Perfect timing, just finished the chapter. Great. I hope it's going well. That book sounded really interesting. I hope you finish it soon so I can borrow it off of you. In fact, if getting you to if doing these sprints gets you to read it faster, then I might do more sprints. I might do another one on Thursday. We'll see. 31 pages, nice. How's it going? I hope you're enjoying it. That's the Brigands and Bone Dust. Is that right? I'm sorry. Enjoying the murder mystery. I like how they talk about the cultural differences and use the language barriers to their advantage. Cool. It sounds interesting. So there's a lot of stuff about sort of it sounds like there's a sort of Chinese-Japanese sort of conflict. That seems interesting. Something you see sometimes in all the Chinese movies I watch. You should do more sprints. I should. I like doing them, and they're very easy to do compared to other kinds of streams. I literally just sit and read and then babble for a bit, so... Oh, man. Oh, sorry, my back is killing me. How's my 30s? Terrible? Yes. Yeah, I'm glad everyone's doing Brigands and Bread Knives. I was mixing up the title with the... Yeah, see, I was doing the same thing, so... B&B, Yeah, I hope you're liking it. I will read the second book at some point. Now that I've finished this, I can, well, technically finish this. I still have the short story left, but well, I've finished 4 books, technically, and then I can do another video and maybe eventually borrow the sequel. We'll see. But I'm glad everyone's reading went well. Yeah, sorry. don't really know what else to say. Just been reading, you know. Debating if I want to do. I mean, I guess I could just do one more sprint and then finish off the rest of the book. So I might do that. Are you guys up for one last sprint, and then we'll call it quits? Like, this is only 25 pages, so I might finish this before the timer runs out. But if so, I'll just, I don't know. I can just read Exquisite Corpse or something. We'll see. Yeah, if you guys are down for one more sprint than I am, get this properly finished. Very much higher stakes than the other books. A cozy adventure. Awesome. I'll be interested to check that out eventually. Not that, you know, there weren't stakes in the first book, but, you know, it's, as you say, it's cozy, so. Good for another one. Yeah, get it. Okay, sweet. We'll do one more sprint then. Let's go. right, last sprint finished. Hope it went well. Oh, I just saw Williams Library finished a long chapter. Next one is short, 6 pages. Awesome. I love a short chapter. It keeps me reading, you know. My ADHD brain, you know, when I'm flipping through a book and it's like, you know, oh, this chapter's 20 pages, it's going to take me forever. And then I'm like, oh, it's only 6 pages, I can get one more in. Oh, this one's only 5 pages, I can get that in. Oh, 7 pages, that's doable. And then I've read half the book. Finished Heated Rivalry, I really liked it. The little short story at the end was really cute. I almost kind of wish they kept that in the actual book, but I could see how it would, like, maybe mess with the pacing. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Talk more about that in a proper video. Yeah. Highly recommend if you like this kind of thing. I know I know Plotty will probably be wanting to borrow one, so borrow it when I'm done. I can talk. Ugh. And yeah, read a bit of Exquisite Corpse. Talked about this on my channel a couple times, I think. Well, once, because I know I mentioned this in my 2014 reads video way back in the day, but this is my favorite book, one of them anyway, but this is probably up there, like the one I mentioned to everybody that I ever, you know, and anybody who's interested in my taste in books, I always talk about this. Rereading it, like I said, for a book club, so I hope everyone else likes it. I'm enjoying it, of course. My 3rd time reading, so 29 pages, sweet. Hope that's still going well. Hope you're enjoying it. Books. This book might have some trans rep in it. Ooh, okay. I'm even more intrigued. You'll have to tell me more about it later. Yes, please. Yeah, don't worry. I'm going to try and make my video tomorrow, because now I've finished 4 books, technically, because I'm counting the Sherlock book as one. Yeah, once I make the video, then, you know, I'll give you the book, so. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad it seemed to go well for everyone. Oh, my back. It's been a good sprint. I finished a book and I'm a little over almost halfway through another one, so very happy about that. Oh man, almost 9:30 as well. So yeah, we'll wrap up in a bit, but I just want to decompress and chat a little bit. Glad everyone else's reads are going well, and that ninja book seems really interesting. I want to hear more about that, and I want to hear more about Brigands and Bread Knives as well. Tell me how you're enjoying it whenever you get a chance. Yeah, talking about what I'm gonna read next, I don't know. I haven't really decided. We'll see. I have a lot of options. I mean, and that's only my 2 shelves are, well, 4, no, 3. God. My 3 shelves there, and that's only like 1/3 of my room, so it's not like I'm running out of things to read. When's your next gaming stream? Whenever I have the the time and the inclination to put it together. I mean, I just have to set up the emulator and everything again, but it's just, I don't know. These are a lot less what am I saying? These are a lot more low-key than gaming streams. I don't have to be on as much, you know, I'm just reading through most of it. The timeline of my book goes as far back as the late 19th century and as late as 1993. The book was published in 1997. Oh, interesting. Like I said, I know a tiny bit about it because I've heard a lot. I've heard a lot about it won the Booker and stuff like that, so I've heard a lot about it, and as I say, I'm fairly certain I have a copy, but I'm not sure. But I didn't actually, like, know much about it. I tend to just, like, I don't know, it's weird. I tend to, like, make lists of, like, award winners, and, like, I like to kind of work my way through them. In fact, a while back, I actually was reading a lot of Booker winners, and that was interesting. I enjoyed some of them, but there's a talking enchanted sword and now a talking enchanted bread knife that used to be a sword until it annoyed a blacksmith. That sounds fun. Would OG hardware be easier? I can loan you a 64. I mean, it's not so much the hardware. I've got an N64 somewhere. I think my sister has one. It's more just, I don't know. Well, it's a little harder to work with N64 emulators. It's not that big of a deal. I can just do what I did last time. It's more like I said, I have to be on a lot when I'm playing games, you know? It's more, I have to be more sort of present, you know? And, you know, concentrating, trying to play the game properly, you know? Oh. But I do want to. Maybe I'll do that Thursday. We'll see. Depends on how things go, how I'm feeling. But, yeah. I'm so good at keeping the conversation going, aren't I? I'm a great streamer. Yeah, I'm in a good mood. I got some good reading done. Finished a book. You know, I'm happy. So, and I look forward to talking about some of these tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm gonna try and film a video tomorrow. We'll see. I'm such a lazy bastard sometimes. Oh, and I've also got didn't get a chance to mention this before I started the stream, but I've got that comic stream with Wes Laveau happening on Wednesday. It's going to be on my channel. We're just going to chat about comics. We were going to do it last week, but it fell through. So yeah, we're going to set it again for this Wednesday, 7:30. So something else for you guys to look forward to. I hope to finish my book by mid-March. Awesome. I hope you get there. I'm just trying not to spoil it, but I think Plotty would adore Breadly, the bread knife. I mean, you don't have to... well, I don't really care about spoiler. I mean, major... like, if it's a major spoiler, that's one thing, but you can, like, tell me what the book is like, you know? That'll make me more interested to read it, you know? People are so, like, weird about spoilers, you know? People consider, like, oh, if I explain, like, that this character exists in the book, that's a spoiler. I don't know. People are stupid. I hate the internet. Yeah, yay. Yeah, so yeah, look forward to that on Wednesday. I'm gonna set that up after this probably. I'm gonna try and maybe make a little thumbnail. It's nothing special, like I say, it's literally just we're just chatting about comics for a couple hours, because he's been wanting to stream together for a while, and we did a little test last week, and it was a good time, so... Yeah, I love sentient weaponry as well, Plotty. Sentient weaponry is always fun. Always love like a talking sword and stuff like that. I think I've read or seen one with like a talking bow and arrow, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, sentient weaponry. It's cool. But anyway, it's just hit 9:30, so I should probably get going here. I want to chill a bit after this, maybe read a bit more. We'll see. Or I might go for a walk. I don't know. We'll see. But thanks everyone for joining me. Hope you all had a good time, and I will see you guys again for the stream on Wednesday. Oh, hang on, let me see. Well, Fern got drunk and passed out in the carriage of a famous sword for hire and is on an unexpected adventure far away from her bookshop. Okay, interesting. So it's very different, kind of, from the other two books from what you were telling me, where you're actually going out and, like, kind of going on a little adventure. That's interesting. Yeah, I will read the second book as well at some point, so I might borrow that from you. We'll see. I might be able to get it from the library, or if it's cheap at half price. We'll see, because I bought the first one at half price. Anyway, yeah, see you guys again on Wednesday for the comic book stream, and until then, I'll see you guys later. Thank you. Hope you all had fun. Bye.